Welcome to Downpour.com's interview series. I'm Grover Gardner, and today it's my pleasure to be speaking with Jeff Pearlman. Jeff is the author of 4 previous books, including 2 New York Times bestsellers, The Bad Guys Won and Boys Will Be Boys. He's a columnist for SportsIllustrated.com as well as a contributor to the Wall Street Journal. His latest book is a biography, Sweetness, The Enigmatic Life of Walter Payton. And Blackstone is pleased to be releasing the audiobook version, narrated by Malcolm Hill Gardner, and that's now available from our website, www.downpour.com. Jeff, thanks for joining us today.
Sure, my pleasure.
It's no secret at this point that your book has gotten a lot of criticism. Mike Dick wants to spit on you, and people seem very upset that you've revealed more about Walter Payton than maybe some people wanted to know. Too much information. What's your response to that, talking about the flaws and foibles of a great sports legend, a much-loved one? How do you respond?
Well, I mean, first and foremost, I think almost all of the criticism came from people who hadn't read the book. It almost all came before the book even was released from just an excerpt. And in 2 weeks that the book has been out, I'm not just saying this, I have not received one negative review. I mean, I think when people take the book as a whole, 460 pages, they see it's a definitive biography of a person's life, of a very fascinating person's life. And it's not just, the excerpt concerned that Sports Illustrated chose Durant concerned sort of a down point in his life when he was, his career was over and he was battling from depression and sort of other issues. But, if you take his life on a whole, he had this fascinating, riveting existence. And the other thing is that this is what a definitive biography is. I mean, period. You do not write biographies of people and say, you know what, anything negative about him or any tough times, we're gonna glaze over because it might be hurtful to someone or it might be hard to read. I mean, this is what a biography is. This is what history is that you look at a person's entire life, the ups and the downs, see how they dealt with those situations. And then sort of you have a real honest portrayal of a human being.
In the course of writing the book, you interviewed, over 700 people, something like that. What was your criteria for what to include and what not to include?
I don't know if I had a list. Certainly didn't have a list of criteria. I mean, a lot of it you base on trustworthy sources, people who you can believe in, and people who give solid information, whose information checks out. And 2, I mean, you really just want to tell the story of a person's life. So if you're writing about his boyhood growing up in Mississippi, well, you want to interview every classmate, every teammate, every coach, every teacher. When it comes to the Bears, you want to talk to every teammate you can find, every opponent you can find from big games, every coach. I interviewed over the course of the research.
Listen to the full interview at downpour.com.